What's up, YouTube? I'm back at you with another video. And in this video, I have breaking news that Alabama has found their new head coach and former Washington head coach, Kalen DeBoer. He's finalizing the paperwork right now. Uh, I think this is a great hire for Alabama. Great offensive-minded guy. Um, he's really, really good, and I'm going to read off his record uh, from his previous schools and give you a kind of a background of what type of coach we're looking at. Now he's 49 years old of age, and he inherited a Washington team that went 4-8 before he got there, and and he made that team go to 11-2 in his first year there. So that just goes to show you how great of a coach he is for the Washington Huskies, man. A really, really good coach. And he also this past season, Washington went 14-1. They went undefeated in the Pac-12, and they fell up short in the playoffs this season against the Michigan Wolverines. But uh, he's done a phenomenal job everywhere he's went, man. He's from Falls, and from 2005 to 2009, he went 67-3 in that time span. That's really, really good. And he also went 12-6 at Fresno State. So he was at Fresno State first, and then he went to Washington, and now he needs just 188 more victories to catch Nick Saban. Saban's all-time college record is 292-71-1. DeBoer's all-time record is 104-12. So I mean, that's really, really good, man. He's a winner, and this is a guy that can come right in, and I feel like he can do a very good job, of keeping the winning culture at Alabama. That's key. One of the key things that Alabama looks for. Now, of course, he's not gonna. Nobody's gonna ever be Nick Saban. So I'm bracing, for to have some growing pains. But Kalen DeBoer, man, is a guy that showed that he can play at the highest level. And what I mean by that, this is the same coach that's beaten Oregon twice. He's beaten Dan Lanning twice this year, and he also beat a Steve Sarkisian team twice as well. They played them in the Alamo Bowl last season, and he also played them this year in the semifinals. So this guy has beaten Dan Lanning and Steve Sarkisian twice. So this is a guy that definitely knows what he's doing. He's a great X's and O's type of guy. His studying, like when he studies teams, he's really, really good at narrowing down and doing a lot of film study, trying to study his opponents. And that's a good hire, man. And wherever he's been, he's been a great developer of talent too. Like I said, he gets like 2 or 3 star guys and really maximizes their potential. So that's another thing that I'm excited about. Um, the only thing that I'm kind of concerned about, like I said, he's from South Dakota. Uh, he doesn't have any Southern roots, and that's going to be a big concern to me, as far as recruiting. We're going to need somebody that can go in and recruit in, places like Louisiana, Florida. I mean, you name it, out of our own backyard of Alabama. Can he be able to recruit at a very, very high level? That's one of the things that's kept Alabama on top of the food chain, as far as being the best. I said food chain, but you get what I'm saying, like being at the top, as far as college football, really, really gonna need him to be able to recruit in these areas, man. The SEC is a very, very tough place to recruit, and it's a dog eat dog world out there, and that's my only concern. I hope he's able to understand that, come to the SEC, it's wide open as far as recruiting. You got the juggernauts like Kirby Smart at Georgia. I mean, you got guys all over the conference. You got Hugh Freeze doing a phenomenal job, man. You know, can we go in these places? Brian Kelly at Louisiana. can you recruit at a very, very high level? That's my only concern that I have. The good thing about it, though, Nick Saban said he has a office in the stadium. So hopefully having Nick Saban somewhere close around him, maybe he can show him the ropes and teach him what it takes, to recruit. But yeah, Kalen DeBoer is going to have to be able to recruit at a very, very high level, to stay at the top. Um, since, before we found out that Kalen DeBoer is going to be the head coach, Isaiah Bond has entered the transfer portal. Hopefully this will be, maybe he'll rethink that and decide to come back, as well as Ryan Williams. Maybe he'll decide to recommit to Alabama in February. Um, both of those guys will definitely thrive in this offense, if they were to come back. Kalen Boyd loves to throw the ball, loves to utilize his wide receivers. Dunze, one of the Washington wide receivers, had a really, really good season last season. So, hopefully we can retain those guys, make them come back. It's definitely going to be uh, a great offense that Alabama's going to have. And I have no doubt about that. Uh, Another concern that I have, he's strictly an offensive guy. We're going from a defensive-minded head coach from Nick Saban to an offensive guy in Kalen DeBoer. Can we retain, Travaris Robinson? Hopefully we can promote him to the defensive coordinator, and definitely have, him on the staff to retain some of the defensive guys. Hopefully we can get him to stay, promote him. That would be huge in my opinion. I've heard that Caleb Downs uh, did a tweet or something like that where he might be thinking about, transferring out. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can keep T-Rod. T-Rod has a great relationship with all the defensive guys. Some people even say he's the one that really been calling the plays this season. So hopefully he stays. Hopefully Kevin DeBoer keeps him. Keep some of these guys on staff. And another reason why I think we should keep guys like Tavares Robinson, some of the guys that's on the staff currently, a lot of those guys that Nick Saban has recruited, those guys know the South. They can recruit at a very, very high level. So hopefully we can keep those guys on staff. Um, what does this mean for Tommy Rees? He could potentially stay. But, the offensive coordinator that was at Washington, Ryan Grubb, Nick Saban this offseason tried to get him to come to Alabama. So there's a potential that he can possibly come over. And if that's the case, where does that leave Tommy Rees? I don't have a clue what he would decide to do. He's currently our offensive coordinator slash quarterbacks coach. But if he were to leave, Kalen DeBoer is a great developer of talent. And if he were to decide to bring Ryan Grubb over here, that would be excellent. But I've also heard that Ryan Grubb might be one of the candidates to fill in the Washington head coaching job. So I'm keep my ears to that. They're also trying to get Ryan Grubb, schools like Iowa. They're trying to get him to come over there as well to be their offensive coordinator. So, but all that remains to be seen. Kalen DeBoer is the guy. It's been official. They announced it on TV and everywhere I've seen online on the tweets. He's the head coach. And another thing about Kalen DeBoer, he's pretty laid back type of coach. He's kind of calm, cool, and collected, type of guy. So it's going to be interesting to see this upcoming year. The 80 games right around the corner. Hopefully we can display our offense and see what we can do with that. But like I said, man, I can read off his record again. DeBoer has 4 seasons of head coaching experience, 2 at Fresno State before joining Washington in 2022, and has compiled a 37-9 record in that span. So really, really good coach. His salary at Washington was $4.2 million in 2023 with a max bonus of $1.25 million. And in 2022, he earned $3,108 with a max bonus of $1.175 million. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I'm pretty sure his salary gonna come out Nick Saban's, not Nick Saban, but Alabama's when they do the salaries, I'm pretty sure they're going to update us and let us know what he's getting paid. But I like the hire. Great offensive-minded guy. Um, our offense struggled last season, in my opinion. We just couldn't get anything done. And I think he'll be a good, fit. Whoever's the quarterback, um, definitely going to have good quarterback play, in my opinion. Whether it's Ty Simpson, Jalen Miro, and another thing, he might, some of the players might decide they want to transfer to Alabama as well. So we're going to see. My opinion, hopefully we can get Isaiah Bond back, and maybe we can get Ryan Williams to commit. But either way, man, it's done. Kalen DeBoer is the guy, and can't wait to see what happens with Alabama going forward in the 2024 season. That's all I have. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.